They will all share users like crazy. And they all will remarket everyone else's traffic equally like crazy. So that's what's nice, is making a push here is good. The conversions attributed to it is kind of anyone's game after that. So when you're looking at those multiple PMax campaigns, one constant that we can count on is, yes, I have this much ad spend marketing this product. That's all we can count on in the beginning. And that's where it gets a little bit dangerous. Okie dokie. So here's what's really interesting about PMax is they will all share users like crazy. And they all will remarket everyone else's traffic equally like crazy. The deciding factor for when one PMax campaign takes over another PMax campaign is simply by available ad spend. That's actually something that's really really dangerous in trying to manage it from a structural perspective. So when we're looking at campaigns that have massive amount of clicks, like sunglasses and speakers, they're directionally accurate, the right products are showing, that's correct. What happens kind of post first click and post kind of first visit is then kind of a crapshoot. So that's what's really interesting about like speakers, for example. And sometimes you can identify that from insights because it is going to tell you that kind of inbound activity. Where this is what I'm saying is directionally accurate from the first click. Shower speaker, nailed it. So if people come in from shower speaker at 62 clicks, what happened after that? No one knows. And that's what gets dangerous, is the product that you're going to market, spot on. The audience that you're going to go after, spot on. This is kind of like DSA and feed combined to give the right products based on what you're targeting as. So that's why when you look at showerhead, you're going to get shower stuff. Perfect. When we look in the sunglasses, we should get sunglass search terms. Right. Now, they're branded. That's okay. Smart sunglasses, good. Photochromatic, good. Dusk, branded, good. Electrochromatic. Someone fall down the stairs? I'm just kidding. Electrochromatic, good. Tint changing, okay, all good. So that's what's nice, is making a push here is good. The conversions attributed to it is kind of anyone's game after that. And also the return traffic is going to be shown as that search category as well. So when you're looking at those multiple PMax campaigns, one constant that we can count on is, yes, I have this much ad spend marketing this product. That's all we can count on in the beginning. And that's where it gets a little bit dangerous, because what a PMax is going to do is take one product, for example, one audience with one ad spend, and earn users. It will also remarket them. Remarket Google users. It will remarket, other sources. Will also show up for brand. Sometimes it won't show up for brand specifically, like if you have dusk sunglasses, sometimes they'll just see Ampere. So you get kind of all brand traffic. Did they show up before? Yes. Did they come from Google? Yes. Did they come from other sources? Also yes. So when you are looking at a campaign type that can do everything and it has a specific purpose, a lot of times that is very good. That's kind of the way that people buy. They need to see it a few times, they need to click, they need to be remarketed, they need to come back, and you're seeing all that inside of Performance Max. So what's nice about this is it's a very, very efficient campaign when it works well. Like we see good mix of cold traffic, some warm traffic, probably a good mix of shopping clicks, some display remarketing clicks, some search clicks. The CPCs are probably hopefully within $1 and $3, because that should be a good average. Nailed it. 1 and 2 and 1 and kind of some twos here. So between 1 and 3, good. It's indicative that it's standard shopping and also dynamic marketing. This is healthy. This looks good. Let's skip the conversion tracking and skip the auction insights. Actually, not auction insights, but the audience, and just kind of talk about this here for a moment. Here's what we've also been seeing though inside of PMax is, depending upon the asset groups and how many asset groups there are, it takes the total impressions that I was going to give to that and divides it fairly equally between each one of these asset groups. So we've seen a shift. The signals are not as directional as we all originally were told and thought it was. They're more polite suggestions that can be chosen to be ignored. I'm not sure why signals exist. I've never really moved the needle that much. It's been more just based off of, like, how would I describe this? Chance. What ad showed that got the conversion? Well, why did it show? Because I campaign and ad spend. So here's what's interesting though, is the all converters, the purchase intentions, the interest, the remarketing, and the wireless ad chargers, for example. This was paused, so we can't use this one right now, but at a time this was running. When you look at the insights, the reason why Google shares a user with every single one of those asset groups is because they all overlap enough that Google says, same person. So what this means is if you had 100 users in one asset group, those 100 users go to that asset group. If you had 100 users and 2 asset groups, 50 users go to each asset group. Not permanently, they could bounce around, but the sum of the total will be divided by 2. 3 asset groups, 33 people in each asset group, and so on and so forth. So now we look at, okay, if that is the case, and that's what we've seen so far, when you add ad spend, the asset groups all just equally go up, some more than others, but what I'm saying is all of them have a chance by saying that was 2 and then 8 and then 1. Now this is 3 and then 9 and then 2. Like they all just kind of rise and fall with each other because the asset groups overlap so much. So what do we do there? An opportunity here that I would say is a good idea is inside the asset groups, knowing that each one of these are essentially ads. What if we use different, we consolidate it down a bit, maybe consolidated asset signals, or sorry, the signals down a bit maybe, but really divided up our imagery and our ad groups, or our divided up our imagery, or changed up our imagery and our ads. Glenn, what's up?
You've pretty well preempted my question. This structure, and it's pretty well universal across most of our accounts, we've been breaking out asset groups and adding 1 signal per asset group.
Yep.
What I'm hearing from you is, rather than doing that, get all of our signals, bundle them into 1 asset group. So you might have 6 signals, put them into 1, and then build out asset group by creative and copy.
Yep.
That's it. That's what you're referring to. Yep.
That'd be the next thing I would try.
Yeah.
Because what Google's doing, it says,
Sorry. So John, in my part, actually, we are trying this. So all the new build outs, the PMax build outs, we are sticking with like max 3 asset groups per PMax.
Yep.
Per category. Like don't go above that, because right now you showed in search terms, all the audiences are overlapping.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why we are sticking with like max 3 asset groups.
I'm testing this with right now.
Yep.
We got 1750 a day. You'll see that my signals are the same, but my ad copy is different.
So just on that, John, let's just say, like we're looking at Ampere, there's 35 asset groups, there's 1 signal per asset group. Would you pause all them and rebuild them out, or start afresh with a brand new PMax campaign?
Technically, if our theory is true, we should be safe to pause, assume all of them are on. We would be safe to pause 36 of the 37 and put all of the signals in 1.
Yep, gotcha.
What was interesting is when we started looking at, and I look at the insights, all the same people, 4 different asset groups.
This is not a glitch. I'm interrupting the video you're watching because I need to remind you that I'm always looking for people to join our team. So if you're passionate about Google Ads and you want to work with the best Google Ads agency on the planet, please go to solate.com/apply. Speaking of working with the best Google Ads agency on the planet, if you're having trouble with Google Ads and you want professional help, that's what we do. You can go to solate.com, that's SOL8.com, to apply for your free, no obligation action plan. And if I've given you any level of value at all, maybe think about giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. That's how we juice the YouTube algorithm so they actually know that I know what I'm talking about. If you have questions, comments, concerns, or confessions, hit me below in the comments. And now, back to your regularly scheduled program.
I got 4 asset groups. So now is our what is our control here? Well, nothing really. If we see here, 1 signal replicated 4 times. 4 asset groups with the same signal. 4 asset groups with different ad copy. That's the structure here. So if we're going to take our big bank of people, divide it by 4, shove all of them in different asset groups, and see who wins. Is the signal different? No, it's the same exact end result. Google sees that all of these people are the same.
So
But now, well, actually, let me just do this here. General, so General's got more clicks. Okay, now let's just keep that in our mind here in the beginning. What about Pacola? My conversions are on the General too. Okay, interesting. Doesn't have the most clicks though. Good note. Custom mailer box. The asset group 3 is working better here. Okay, product boxes. General wins again. So what's interesting here is you see now that the asset groups are still the same, but they're jumping around the users. That's good. Now I can possibly tie this back to what ad copy is being used and what creative is being used in that asset group and what is the search term. So we know that for custom cardboard boxes right now, it's really working with General Soleil. Ooh, what's in my General? Custom cardboard boxes. Let's edit the asset groups in general. For your experience of this page today, how satisfied are you? Very dissatisfied, Google. Speed. Okay. Thank you for your feedback. You're welcome. So now we got cardboard boxes is in the asset group here. Do I have any cardboard box? Not really. Design your own box, custom. Okay. Maybe there's something here that can show, or maybe it has a quad corrugated cardboard construction. I don't know. That's a search term that's winning right now in that asset group. Seems to be the lion's share. Would I change around the ad copy? Maybe. Would I change around the asset? Would I change around the emoji? Probably not. But at least now I can look at the search term per ad group based on that keyword, and my responsive search ad in that search campaign should reflect it. That's kind of how I'm thinking about this. Old school tactic from inbound search campaigns using search terms on the ad groups. I'm kind of doing that with asset groups. I'm just letting Google dictate where it goes first. And I'll pause there because Glenn, you look like you want to say something.
So using that data that you're getting from the Performance Max campaign, you could say, well, cardboard boxes is smashing it. Would you create a search campaign just on targeting that keyword, like with an ad group or a DSA? Well, I don't know, because you could get really specific then from search.
It's like you run this. Look at that.
Oh, there you go.
We have created a standard operating procedure for Performance Max. And when I say we, I mean John, really. John has created an SOP for Performance Max. I'm so excited about this. I think it's a massive, big, gaping hole in the industry. As of yet, there's really no scaffolding around the decisions that you're making. So we wanted to share this with the world.